What's up? Welcome to Skyblock. I'm finally back from my trip so I can actually play. I think the server's been up for like 2 days now or something like that. And this is the starter island. It's like a bunch of mycelium and weird trees, and there's a lollipop thing. Or not a lollipop, popsicle. Words are hard. Anyway, we've started. We've begun. So basically the stuff that I have in my inventory is just kit member. It's nothing crazy. It's just like some basic armor. And this Skyblock is very PvP based, so probably at some point I'll be fighting people in this episode, just so you know. But yeah, there's also the basic starter Skyblock stuff. But I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get rid of all this fancy stuff to start off and just try to clear out all of this stuff. And also there's MCMMO, if you couldn't tell, and my speaker is making noise. But yeah, there's MCMMO, so PvP is going to be very interesting because people are going to be breaking armor in like 10 hits. So we got to be careful, we got to be geared up, and I think I may add some people from the SMP that kind of broke onto my island so that we can get kind of like a team rolling on stuff, because we are a little bit behind from being behind everybody, or just starting like 2 days late. So I know that there are some people that I already know, I'm friends with, whatever, that have already started playing, and if you haven't joined, you should join. But yeah, I'm gonna try to clear out this island so that we have a flat, nice space to start with, and then we're gonna start working on some farms. Also, there's a lot of custom stuff in this, you'll see as we go along, but there's like weird enchantments and stuff, so I'm gonna try to learn those also along the way, and then we should be good. Okay, there's like a thing on this server where you can print Cactus, which basically means it places like 20 of them at a time, so people can make these giant towers of cactus, and it's all the way to sky limit as far as I can see. It's the second day! Look!
This has been out for 2 days?
Yeah? Okay, the farms work really weird on this server. Okay, what did this guy say? The cactus goes to sky limit. Then we have 15 silverfish spawners, which drop emeralds, which we use for levels. How much are silverfish spawners worth? 6 million? What? Wait, is this like an OP economy? Hold on, what is Baltop? Okay, Baltop is almost 300 million. Yeah, it's an OP economy. I was about to say, if that was a normal one, there's 6 million. They already have 15. Oh, that's cool. The blocks like stack in here. Oh, thanks for the boots, man. Cool. Gears 2, burn shield 1, and they have custom enchants. So you get speed 2 and fire resist. Ooh. How much free time do these people have? This server's been out a day and a half. They've already built a giant snowman. Bro! Do you see this? I'm kind of at a weird spot in the whole Skyblock Island thing. So first of all, we got a lot of help from our boy Snowfire. He helped a ton, like with like just basic stuff, teaching me how different commands work and different like enchantments and whatnot. He gave me these boots that give me speed 2 and fire resistance at all times, along with a full set of prot 4 diamond armor, which was very nice of him. Also, I think he sent me 400k along with one other person, which I'm not sure if he's still online. Yeah, he's not. But there was a Santa man that sent me 300k as well. And so I had 700k, and I was like, okay, we might as well spend it. So, along with the tools and stuff that I was given, like this axe that like gives me haste 3 whenever I use it. So my arm just like flails around like look at that, like it just goes crazy. So, along with that stuff, he also showed me how to use this schematica thing, which apparently is allowed on this server. So that's pretty neat, because it is a factions network that also does Skyblock. I think this is their first Skyblock server, or like one of the first ones they've done, but they allow that. So, I've already built this. This took me like 5 or 10 minutes to build a 175 block tall cactus farm, because the schematics for this are really broken. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get a lot of these cactus farms, maybe outlining around the island, or just having them all condensed on one side here. I haven't really decided yet, but yeah, and then you don't have to have this hopper at the bottom, it just has to be somewhere in the chunk. So I was thinking I would go up to the top here and have like a big chest room and fancy looking area at the top. So maybe the bottom half of my island, or more than half of my island, will be like cactus farms and different stuff to make money, maybe grinders or something. And then this top half, the top like 75 blocks, will be like a bunch of pixel art and cool looking buildings and stuff like that. Also, I do plan on adding a few people that were on the SMP and other like trusted friends and stuff. So it won't just only be stuff that I build, it'll be stuff that other people build as well, and kind of spice it up a bit. So that's where we're at so far. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do like a little time-lapse thing of me building maybe 2 or 3 more of these things. Just maybe try to fill up this chunk with cactus farm stuff, and then I think we'll call it a day there. But I've actually learned a lot about this server so far, just from all the people joining in and stuff. And also I have this fancy like partner rank thing, so it allows me to be able to fly now when I couldn't at the start. So that'll help with cinematics and whatnot. But yeah, that's the plan. That's pretty much where we're at. And let's do like a short little cinematic of me placing cactus really fast. Let's go. Alright, so speed builds and shenanigans are over with. We've actually built a lot more cactus than you guys saw in the little speed build. So we now have 8 towers that are like 175 blocks tall that go down from the very bottom of the island way down there, all the way back up here. And yeah, we've built it all the way up. And the schematic thing definitely did help a lot, sped up that process a ton, and we're actually making a decent amount of money now. If we check Leroy's balance, I think he's been spending it, but yeah, he's been selling a lot of the cactus mainly, and he's already at 2.2 million. He's been doing most of the selling, but he just tossed me over the sell one, which basically the way this works, this is an item you can get from the shop, which the link to it will be up on the screen in the description. But anyway, you can also buy it with in-game currency. If somebody else bought the sell wand from the shop, you can buy it from them in-game, and usually they sell them for a decent amount. But Leroy was able to get his hands on one before he joined my island, and so now we have this. So basically the way it works is you see there's cactus in here, which for some reason is filling the bottom half of the chest. I don't really know why it's doing that, but hopefully that'll be fixed soon. But basically all you do is you just left-click on all of these chests, and it just sells everything, and you make a ton of money because what we did is, if you check IS upgrades right here, we upgraded this to max level. So basically it starts off at normal speed, and then you can upgrade it for $100,000, it'll double the speed, and for 500,000 more, it'll triple the speed. So I spent $600,000 on upgrading that because it's making us a lot of money a lot faster, and you're just able to kind of go through. Sometimes there'll be stuff in here, and it's kind of like random the way it splits it up, and I don't really understand the order it's doing it, because the way this works is there's these crop hopper things at the very bottom, all the way down here. These things right here, crop hoppers. So you pay like $25,000 in game, and you place one of these things down in the chunk. And if you outline the chunk, like what I just did right here, there's like a little outline button with this mod that I was linked, and this shows the edge of the chunk. So where this cyan wool is outlined, that's the chunk. So any crops that are harvested in this area, this crop hopper will grab and then force it into any chests that are in the chunk. So we put the chest back at the top, so we don't have to have like a complicated water thing down at the bottom. And then also, like, clear lag doesn't get rid of our crops because it instantly goes into the hopper, which instantly forces it up there, which also reduces lag. So it's pretty nice, makes the server not lag, and it's also handy for the good old shops, good old things to sell stuff, and just harvesting, and just for ease. And yeah, it's just very nice. I'm not sure if it's even filling up this side yet, but Leroy did recently go through and sell stuff, so it filled up those chests first that we were selling at the beginning. And just from that short little thing, we already made 200K, so you can see how Leroy made his money so fast. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan there. I know Sam is planning on making a giant tree of some sort up the middle here, and trying to connect that bottom part all the way up to this top part here, which is 175 blocks. So that's going to be one massive tree, but she wanted to have a big project to work on the Skyblock thing so she wouldn't get bored. So that's her plan for that. And then once she builds it up here, I think we're gonna build some connecting like little floating islands, like little natural looking islands up in the air that people can either build houses or grinders or something else up in this area, but that'll kind of be a work in progress as this series goes along, I believe. And it should be pretty nice. Yeah, there's spawner generator. Right click and hand to reveal one of the following mob spawner types: zombie, skeleton, spider, cowblaze, creeper, zombie, pigman, enderman, and silverfish. There we go. 3 blaze spawners. What do we got? What are we gonna get? We got a zombie. I got let me make sure I'm in team chat. There's like a cool little team chat, but accidentally we'll type in the main chat sometimes, and it's just kind of awkward when it's out in the middle of the conversation. And Enderman. Boom. So we got an Enderman and a zombie spawn. I didn't even know those were a thing. And Leroy just tossed them to me in the middle of a clip. Perfect. Good timing. All right. So I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to set up a grinder, which I'm not sure if we're going to work on that in the next episode or if it'll be done by then. We'll just kind of see, but I think that's going to be about it for this episode of stuff, because I have been playing on here for several hours, as you can tell by the massive cactus farm here. Even though it is a lot faster than manually placing everything, it still takes a long time to go through and organize your inventory to gather the materials and then build these things and then set up the chest stuff at the top. I've just been kind of doing that for most of the day since I've gotten back from my trip. And yeah, I think we're going to end off the episode here, but hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Let me know some feedback on stuff that on stuff that you'd like me to improve. I'm going to try to do some different like speed build type stuff randomly mixed in if we ever do a big project and stuff like that. But also, I do plan on having this set up. But if you guys want to be featured on the island, I'm going to have like either a wall of signs or maybe a wall of heads for people that play on the server. And you guys will be able to have your names on the wall based off of your comment. So if you guys can comment your IGN and then also have a suggestion of what kind of mob farm we should make next in the comments down below, I'll feature one of you guys up there on a wall of stuff. I'm going to set it up right after I finish this. And yeah, that's about the plan. So hopefully you guys do enjoy. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace out and goodbye.